Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to bundle your PowerShell Windows forms as an executable. So here I have an example of a Windows form in Visual Studio. This is using PowerShell Pro Tools and PowerShell Tools for Visual Studio. It's just a password generator. The idea is that you can select the length and click generate, and it will generate a password based on that length. So if I want a long password, I can click that. If I want a shorter password, reduce the number of characters, I can click that. The way that this works is that I have a event handler for the button. It looks at the value of the numeric up-down and then generates that many characters. It selects a random character between the ASCII code of 59 and 122 and then joins it with the password string using a PowerShell community extension's join string commandlet. Finally, it puts the password into the text field in the text property so that it shows up in the UI. So let's look at what we need to do to package this as an executable. So if we click Solution Explorer, right click on Password Generator and click Properties, and then go to the Advanced tab, you'll see that you have a bunch of options for packaging. The first option is your entry point. You're going to want to select the form in this particular case. Next, you're going to want to select Bundle. What Bundle does is it brings all the .sourced files into the current file. So without turning that on, our designer would not be included, because you can see here our designer is a separate file. So any .sourced files will be automatically included if you click Bundle. Next, we want to click Package as Executable. What that does is it actually creates the executable. What it uses is .NET Core's build tooling, and then it creates .NET Framework Exes out of PowerShell scripts and embeds the PowerShell scripts in there with a console host. And then finally, you're going to want to select your .NET Framework version. I'm just going to select the latest version, 4.7.1. So let's save that. We go to Solution Explorer, right-click on Password Generator, and click Build. And you'll see in the output pane that it's actually building the project. Here's an indication of where that particular file has been generated. In this case, mine's in my debug binder. So now if I go out to that folder, you see that my password form is here. If I double click that, you'll see that it opens up my password generator, and I can use the generator just like I used before. You can see that there's a window here behind my password generator. To get rid of that, what we can actually do is go and click Hide Console Window. If I save that, go to Solution Explorer, right click and click Build again. Now when I go to run my exe, the console window won't appear, and I can generate things just like I did before. Another option is requiring elevation. So when I build the exe now, what's actually going to do is put something in the manifest to state that I want to run this as administrator. So if you look closely, you can see that there is actually a shield icon now, and when I click this, it prompts for elevation, and now it's running as administrator. So if you needed to do something that required administrator, you could do that. Now that we have our PowerShell script package, what we can do is we can actually take that package and move it onto another machine. So if I copy and paste this onto my VM here running Windows Server 2012, and I click my password form, you can see it pops up my password generator. Change my value and click generate. The problem is that this doesn't work because the PowerShell module isn't installed. So I had used that PowerShell community extension join string function, but you can see that I don't have the PowerShell community extensions installed. So normally we'd have to go out to the PowerShell gallery and download this stuff, but instead of doing that, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to turn on package modules. So that'll actually bring in the PowerShell modules that I import into my script. If you look at my script, it's important to note that you actually need to specifically import your module. Make sure that you import it after the join path call here, and then you need to specifically import it because it won't automatically pick up auto-imported modules. So I import my module here, and then if I rebuild my password generator, you can see it takes a little bit longer, and the package is going to be a lot bigger because it brings in the entire module into this particular project. So now you can see that my exe is about 2 megabytes instead of about 20K. So now if we copy that over here and we run it, what's going to happen is it's going to pop up my password generator, but now it works because it actually brought in the PowerShell community extensions along with the exe. It's still just one exe, and you can include other modules that you wish, yep, you just got to make sure that you take those steps. So I hope you found this useful. If you need more information, visit poshtools.com. Thanks.